Discipline gives us freedom. It sounds contradictory at first. Most people think of discipline as something that restricts their lives, takes away their freedom, and makes their days more rigid. We often associate discipline with fewer choices, less spontaneity, and a life ruled by structure. But in reality, discipline is the key to true freedom. Without discipline, you're at the mercy of your whims, your emotions, and your fleeting motivations. With discipline, you gain control over your time, your actions, and ultimately, your future. Motivation versus discipline. A lot of discussions about motivation give the false impression that you need to feel a certain way before you can take action. People wait for some magical spark of inspiration to push them forward, believing they can only work hard when they feel motivated. But here's the truth. Motivation is unreliable. It's a fleeting feeling that comes and goes. If you depend solely on motivation, you're leaving your success to chance. Discipline, on the other hand, is steady. It doesn't care how you feel. It simply demands action, no matter how tired you are, no matter how uninspired you feel. If you're disciplined, you get up and do what you're supposed to do. That's the secret. You don't wait for motivation. You build a mindset where action becomes automatic. It becomes who you are. The courage to face yourself. Through my journey, I realized the missing piece wasn't some external factor. It wasn't luck, talent, or resources. The missing piece was me. Having the courage to face myself every day and ask, how can I change my life today? What you want is always chasing you. It haunts you every night. The question is, are you brave enough to chase it back? Because here's the reality. The world doesn't owe you an opportunity. The big dogs in life won't hand you success on a silver platter. If you want something, you have to take it. You have to work harder than everyone else. You have to outlast the obstacles. And most importantly, you have to stop making excuses. There is no other way. Tell yourself right now, there is no other way. There is no shortcut. There is no easy path. The future belongs to those who master discipline. And let me be honest, a lot of people are undisciplined. They let their emotions run their lives. They want to be successful, but only when they feel like it. But success doesn't work that way. If you can develop discipline, emotional discipline, physical discipline, mental discipline, you will get ahead faster than you ever thought possible. Stop waiting for a recovery day, that magical day where everything feels easy and perfect. It's not coming. Every day is a battle. But the more you fight, the stronger you become. Self-discipline, the real superpower. Discipline isn't about controlling others. It's about mastering yourself. The Stoics said it best, be tolerant with others, but strict with yourself. You can't control the people around you. They have their own lives, their own struggles, their own ways of thinking. What you can control is yourself, your work ethic, your mindset, your response to adversity. And let me tell you, it takes more strength to control yourself than it does to control anyone else. Holding yourself to a higher standard, even when no one is watching, is the ultimate form of power. You don't judge others for being late. You make sure you're always on time. You don't expect others to push themselves to their limit. You push yourself. That's real discipline. The journey to true discipline. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is disciplined all the time. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple. The successful ones don't quit when they have a bad day. They don't use failure as an excuse to stop. I wasn't always disciplined. There was a time when I was 330 pounds drinking every weekend, partying non-stop. I thought being the wild guy was cool. I thought it made me fun and carefree. But the truth was, I was just running from discipline. I wish someone had sat me down and told me the truth. This isn't cool. This isn't helping you. It's just a trap. When I finally embraced discipline, my life changed. I got 20 years worth of progress in just 4 years. Why? Because when you control yourself, you accelerate everything else. Every day you waste being undisciplined is a day you could have spent building something extraordinary. Imagine how far ahead you'd be if you mastered discipline today. Discipline is a lifestyle. So what does discipline actually look like? It's waking up at 4 a.m., even when your body screams for more sleep. It's running when your legs ache. It's going to the gym and refusing to reward yourself with junk food afterward. It's choosing to stick to your plan, no matter how you feel. Discipline isn't a temporary phase, it's a lifestyle. You and I could hit the gym for 2 hours and feel amazing. But if you go home and eat a milkshake and fries, you just undid all your hard work. That's the difference between temporary effort and true discipline. Success isn't easy. If it were, everyone would achieve it. But that's the point. The discomfort, the struggle, the hard days. They're the price you pay for greatness. Embrace the pain. Embrace the process. I once ruptured my Achilles. The pain was unbearable. The fear of it happening again was even worse. The recovery took a full year. A year of daily, painful rehab. But every time I felt that discomfort, I reminded myself, this is why I'm here. Most people quit when it gets hard. Most people avoid pain. But discipline means pushing through the pain, because you know the reward is on the other side. The mind is a battlefield. Life is a constant mental game. It's you against yourself. When everything in you screams to quit, discipline whispers, keep going. No more excuses. Excuses are not your friends. They pretend to comfort you. They give you a reason to justify why you didn't show up, why you didn't push harder, why you quit. But excuses steal your future. Extreme ownership means looking at every failure, every setback, and every struggle, and saying, this is on me. It's not your boss's fault. It's not your parents' fault. It's not the weather's fault. It's your fault. And that's a hard pill to swallow. It stings to admit that your situation is a result of your own choices. But once you embrace that truth, something incredible happens. You realize that if you created the problem, you can fix it too. You have the power to change everything, but only if you stop making excuses and start taking control. Final thoughts. So, do you want this or not? That's the real question. Because if you truly want success, nothing will stop you. No pain, no setback, no failure. But if you don't really want it, anything can stop you. The smallest obstacle becomes a reason to quit. Discipline is the bridge between wanting something and achieving it. It's the force that turns dreams into reality. So wake up early, stick to your plan, push through the pain, own your mistakes, and never ever make excuses. Because in the end, discipline is freedom. And if you master it, there is nothing you can't achieve.